am Poseidon, and I have left behind me the deep and salty waters of the Aegean to come here to this city, to Troy. The beautiful daughters of Nereus dance their delightful swirling steps with their splendid feet in that ocean. I have come here because Phoebus Apollo and I have built this city's towers, and because my love for the Trojan folk has never died. Apollo and I did a great job with these towers. We've built them well, sturdy, strong, out of stone. We've built them right around the city. My love for this city and for its people has never left my heart, not for a minute. But look at her now. The Greek spear has destroyed her, set fire to her, scorched her, looted her. And look there, the smoke now chokes her. And all this destruction happened because Pallas Athena had advised Epeus, a builder from Phoxus, that's a place in the Parnassus, to build a wooden horse to stuff it full of armed men, and then to secretly slide it through the city's lofty towers. A wooden isle of ruin it was, an idol which the later generations will call the wooden horse. All the sacred groves and precincts of the city are now deserted. Every god's altar is now drenched in blood. The city's king, Priam, is himself lying slaughtered at the steps of Zeus's altar, inside his very own palace. The altar of Zeus, the protector of his palace. Mountains of plundered Trojan gold and spoils have been loaded onto the Greek ships. They're waiting now, those Greeks who have brought war to this place. They're waiting for a favorable wind to help them sail back home, their hearts gladdened by the hope they'll see their wives and their children. They've been away from home for 10 long years. And as for me, now that Hera, the goddess of Argos, as well as Athena, the goddess of Athens, now that these two goddesses have fought me and beaten me, I must leave this glorious city, and all of my temples here, and be on my way. These two goddesses have conspired to destroy Troy and all her people. They have conspired, and they have won. You see, when a city suffers, so do her gods. The people no longer have the time nor the mood for holy devotion. We, the gods, suffer. The river Scamandros echoes violently with the sounds of the crying women, who must wait for fate to tell them whose slave they are going to be. Fate has declared that some of them will serve the men of Arcadia, while others will be slaves to the men from Thessaly. Others still will be slaves to the sons of Theseus, the king of Athens. Then there are those who haven't been told their lot yet. These are the choicest of all the Trojan women. They are those picked for the army's top soldiers. That lot of women is waiting here in these huts. Among them is Helen, daughter of Tyndareus, king of Sparta. Now that woman is no greater than any of the other slaves. One of a great many captives. Quite right, too. And if anyone cares at all about that one there, the queen of this city, well, there she is, Hecuba. The poor wretch is lying there by her city's gates, shedding floods of tears. Her grief is great, the disasters that befell her, many. Her daughter, Polyxena, was gruesomely slaughtered upon Achilles' grave, slaughtered as a sacrificial offering to Achilles. Hecuba's husband, her king, the king of Troy, Priam, as well as all of their sons, all of them, are slaughtered. Her other daughter, Cassandra, whom Apollo had made a prophet and left her a virgin, was taken by that arrogant king of the Greeks, Agamemnon, to sleep with him in his bed, a dire violation of all the laws of his religion. Well now, Troy, I bid you farewell. You were glorious once. And you too, fabulous towers. You would still be standing there proudly, had not Zeus's daughter, Athena, destroyed you all.
Poseidon! You are a great god, Poseidon, honored among all the other gods, and you're the closest relative I have on my father's side. So, could we now put behind us our old grudge and perhaps exchange a few friendly words?
Of course we can, my lady Athena. The friendly exchange of words between relatives has a mighty magic effect upon the heart.
I applaud your calm disposition, my lord Poseidon, and I bring to you words that are equal concern to both of us.
You have news, perhaps, from the other gods? Zeus? Or some other divinity?
No. I need us to talk about Troy, the very land we're standing on right now. I have come to ask you for your assistance.
Ah, you're feeling remorse now, Athena. Is that right? Now that you see Troy in flames and smoke, you want to forget about the hatred you had for her. Now you're feeling sorry for her. Is that it?
Give me the answer first, Poseidon. Will you help me? Will you work with me on my plan?
Of course I will. But tell me first, though, who is it you want to help? The Greeks or the Trojans?
I want to give joy to the Trojans. I know, I hated earlier, but now I want to make the homecoming of the Greek soldiers a bitter experience for them.
And how can you do that, Athena? I mean, how can you just jump from excessive love to excessive hate at the slightest whim of fate?
Aren't you aware of how these Greeks have treated me and my temples? Total and absolute disrespect!
I know. Ajax dragged Cassandra by force.
Not a word from the rest of the Greeks. Not a single reprimand. No one reproached him for it.
But it was you who have helped the Greeks beat the Trojans. They did it with your own powers, Athena.
In any case, it is them I want you to help me punish.
Ready to help, Athena. What have you got in mind?
I want them to suffer a terrible journey home.
What, you mean now while they're still on land, or afterwards, when they're in the middle of the ocean?
Once they leave for Troy and set sail for their country, Zeus will let loose a deluge of frenzied rain and hail and all the turbulent black winds he can muster upon them. He said he'll give me his lightning bolt to strike at all the Greek ships, set them all on fire. As for you, I want you to stir the Aegean waters into huge cyclones and typhoons. Fill the Euboean Gulf with floating corpses. Let them learn a lesson about honor in sacred temples.
All this shall be done. No need to waste more words upon it. I shall make turbulent all the waters of the Aegean Sea, and hurl many corpses upon the cape of Mykonos, and upon the wild crags of Delos and Lemnos, and all those jagged points of Kythera. But now, Athena, leave. Go to Mount Olympus, the god's abode. Get the lightning bolts from the hands of our father Zeus. Then, wait until the Greeks sail. Off you go. The mortal who sacks a city and then destroys its temples and its graves, the sacred homes of the dead, is a fool, because his own destruction will certainly follow.
Come, you poor wretch. Come on. Lift your head from the ground. Stretch out your neck. Look. Look. Troy is no more. You are no longer her queen, Hecuba. Hold tight, Hecuba. Stay strong while the fate changes her way. Accept her new path, follow it. Sail with it. Don't turn your prow against your life's tide. Sail on. Fate will steer your life ship. Oh, the grief. How can I not groan with pain when I have lost it all? Everything. My country, my children, my husband. Mountains of glorious wealth passed down to us over many generations. All of it vanished. Now it is nothing. What words am I forbidden to utter? What words am I forced to say? What should I mourn? How heavy is my fate? Oh, my back, my joints, lying on this hard mattress. All my limbs are aching. Aches and pains in the temples of my head, on my shoulders, my ribs. Oh, I wish I could turn a bit this, no, this way. Endless tears, endless groans, endless grief. A lullaby for the unfortunate, a dirge without a dance to mourn misfortune. Prows of swift ships, the oars of men guided you through the purple waters of the ocean, sailing from the quiet harbors of Greece all the way here to the sacred city of Troy. Oh, I still hear it. The screeching of your dire trumpets mingled with the sweet tones of our gentle flutes. You came and hooped your Egyptian-plated ropes onto Troy's harbors. What for? To do what? To take back that hateful wife of Menelaus? What a blight upon her brother Castor's name she is, and a stain upon that of Eurotas, her father. That woman who slaughtered Priam, the father of 50 sons. That woman who hurled so much black misery upon me. Me, Hecuba, queen of fabulous Troy. Queen no more. Now here I am, sitting by Agamemnon's huts a slave, torn from my palace, my hair shorn in utter grief. I am now an old woman, an old slave, part of the conqueror's miserable plunder. Come out, you women of Troy! Come out and weep with me! Come, you wives of soldiers, Trojan soldiers, experts in the way of the bronze spear, come out and weep, you poor women of Troy, unfortunate in marriage. Come, let us all wail at the sad fate of our Troy. Look at her. She's choking in smoke and ashes. Let me begin the dirge, my friends. Let me be like a mother bird who teaches her fledglings how to chirp. Let me begin the song. But it won't be a song like those I sang when Priam held his scepter, and when the proud feet of a chorus stamped a beat in praise of our city's gods.
Hecuba, what is it? What are you saying? Why are you crying? What do your words mean? I could hear your sad speech in the hut. Panic spins in the hearts of the Trojan women inside that hut. They grieve over their slavery.
The hands of the Greeks are at the oars of their ships right now, my darlings.
What? Why? What do they want? Will they take us away from our home?
I don't know, darlings, but I sense the worst.
Come out! Come out, friends! Come out, you poor Trojan women! Come out and hear what's in store for you! The Greeks are getting ready to sail home.
But no, please don't bring out my daughter Cassandra. Don't bring my daughter out here. She will be seized by one of her frenzied attacks again, and she will embarrass me in front of all the Greek soldiers. Don't bring Cassandra out here. Add no more to my calamity. Oh, poor unfortunate Troy, you are lost, and lost too are those who leave you, whether they're alive or dead.
I'm trembling with fear.
We heard your crying from inside Agamemnon's hut, Hecuba. Tell us, have the Greeks decided to kill us?
What news from the Greeks? All the Trojan women in the huts are terrified. Have the Greeks taken their oars down from the sterns of their ships?
Child, I was out here at the crack of dawn out of my wits with fear.
Have the Greeks sent a herald for us? Whose slave will I be, poor wretch?
Your lot will be drawn any minute now.
Will it be a soldier from Argos, or from Phthia, or from some either island country?
Who will be my master, I wonder?
I am sick with fear.
Miserable soul, old and withered soul, useless like a drone at death's door. A ghost in the underworld, who will be my master, and where? What will I be doing? Will I be waiting at the guests, or will I be a nurse for the master's children? I, Hecuba, the honored queen of Troy?
What lament would do justice to your pain, Hecuba?
Or to mine?
I will no longer send the shuttle up and down a Trojan loom.
Look! There! This is the last time I can look upon the corpses of my sons.
Worse still will come.
Dragged! The bed of a Greek! A curse! A curse! A curse upon such a night! A curse! A curse! A curse upon such a fate! Or else to carry water like a miserable slave from the sacred springs of Peri. O gods! At least take me to that blessed and welcoming land of Theseus. But never, gods, never make me a slave to that murderous Helen and to Menelaus, the destroyer of Troy. I couldn't bear to look at them again. Never take me to their fatal home by the torrents of the river Eurotas. I've been told about a land nearby that one, by the graceful foot of Mount Olympus.
Peneus' blessed land.
Wealthy and fertile.
There I'd like to go, if go I must, but not before I go to Theseus' sacred country. And I've also been told about Hephaestus, fiery land, Etna, across from Carthage, mother of Sicily's mountain range. Heralds have spread news around the world of how they crowned their victorious athletes with glory. And across from that place, as the sailor cuts through the Ionian Sea, he'll come face to face with another land.
Yes, a famous land where all the waters of Crathis flow.
I've heard these waters give your hair a golden glow.
Oh, they nourish the whole country, these waters.
And raise splendid men.
Look! I can see a herald hurrying here from the Greek camp.
I wonder what message he'll be delivering to us.
He'll tell us that we are now the slaves of the Greeks.
Hecuba, I've made many trips to Troy to deliver messages to you from the Greeks, so you know me. That's why I came in person to deliver you this new message.
Ah, it is here, dear friends. It is here. The fearful news we've been expecting all this time.
The news is that the draw has now been completed. You've all been allocated to your Greek masters. Was that what you were afraid of?
Oh? What city, then, are we off to? Someplace in Thessaly, or Phthia, or one of Cadmus' countries?
You're all each drawn to a different man. You are not drawn as a lot.
Then who is allotted to whom? Which among us Trojan women are the lucky ones?
I know who goes with whom, but ask me about individuals, not groups.
Tell me then, Talthybius, who has drawn my unfortunate daughter Cassandra?
Oh, she was Agamemnon's special prize.
So she will be the Spartan woman's slave? Oh, what misery!
No, not a slave to her, but a secret bed partner to him.
Is this true? Cassandra? The very priestess of the god with the golden hair, Apollo? But the god himself had granted her the gift of a virgin's life.
Eros has pierced the king's heart with his arrow. Now he's in love with the godly woman.
Oh, dear child, throw away the sacred keys to the shrine and take down the holy garlands that adorn your head.
What are you saying, woman? Is she not blessed to have won the king's bed?
And the other one, the last daughter you took from me, what has become of her?
Who do you mean? Polyxena or some other one?
Yes, Polyxena, that one. Who has drawn her name?
Her draw is to serve Achilles' tomb.
My daughter? To serve a tomb? Is this a Greek custom or some sort of law? Tell me, friend.
Just be happy for your daughter. Her fate is good. That's all you need to know.
Her fate is good. What do you mean by that? Is she still alive? Can she still look upon the light?
She's in the hands of fate, so she is released from pain.
And what of that wife of that glorious soldier Hector? What will happen to Andromache? What is her fate?
Achilles' son took her as his special prize.
And me? What will become of me? An old woman with an old head who needs a stick to add to her 2 feet to walk on 3. Whose slave will I be?
You'll be serving Odysseus, king of Ithaca.
Oh, poor Hecuba. What fate rules you? Beat your shorn head, Hecuba. Tear at your cheeks with your nails, Hecuba. Oh, poor Hecuba. What fate rules you? You must now be the slave of that loathsome reptile of a man, an enemy of the just, a lawless and poisonous state. His double tongue shuffles things about this way and that, turns love into hate, and hate into love. It topples everything, turns everything upside down. Come, my Trojan women. Mourn for my loss, wail for my destruction. Now I am destroyed. Now I am gone. Ah, poor Hecuba. What fate rules you? You have drawn the most unfortunate lot.
You know your fate, Hecuba, but what about mine?
Who's got my lot in his hand? An Acacian?
A Greek?
Come! Come, slaves, it's time for you to bring out Cassandra. Now hurry! I must take her to our commander before I take the rest of those whose lot has been drawn to your masters. What? What? What's this? Torchlight? Fire! Are the women setting fire to their homes because they'll be taken to Greece, or are they setting themselves on fire? Do they prefer death to life? Well, it's a hard thing for the free to put their heads into the yoke of slavery in times of such misfortune, I know, but open up! Open the door! I would hate to be blamed for something that's good for those women, but bad for the Greeks.
No. No, Talthybius. No one is setting anything on fire. It's my daughter Cassandra rushing about. She is possessed by a divine madness.
Lord, God of marriage, Hymenaeus! Lord Hymenaeus! Lift the torch up! Up high! Come with me! Here, bring the light here! Oh, Lord, God of the wedding bed, Hymenaeus, I bring you bright light with the fire of the torch. I bring light to this holy temple. Blessed is the bridegroom, my God, and blessed am I, for you have given me a king's bed in Greece. Blessed am I, the bride. Hymenaeus! Mother, why cry? Why lament the loss of my dead father and our destroyed city? See, I have lit the torches to give light and dignity to my marriage. Here, Hymen, I bring you bright light. Come, Hecuba, you too. Carry the wedding torch to my bed. It is the bed of a virgin. Our customs decree it. Come, friends, dance! Roll your feet this way and that! Kick them high! Dance as you have danced back in my father's happiest days! Oh, what a divine dance! Come, Apollo, lead our dance. I am getting married! I am the priestess who serves you in your shrine, your laurel-covered shrine. God, Hymenaeus, lord of the wedding bed. Come, mother, join our dance. Lift your feet, mother. Look, whirl them round like this and like this. Come, dance with me. Join my happy dance. Come, daughters of Troy, women with the splendid robes. Sing out loudly the happy songs of Hymenaeus. Sing out with joy. Celebrate my happiness. Come, sing about the man whom fate delivered to my bed. Sing about my husband.
My queen, control your frenzied daughter before she dances her way to the camp of the Greek soldiers!
Oh God! God of the torches, Hephaestus! You're the God who holds the torches at the weddings of mortals, but here, the wedding torch is a bitter one. The torch does not shed any light upon our great hopes it is too dismal a light. Oh, my poor child, Cassandra. It's never my wish to see you married this way, at the point of a Greek spear. Look at the torch. Are you not holding it straight? Oh, this divine madness won't let her stand still. Your dreadful fate has not made matters any easier for you, and your mind is still disturbed. Come, friends, take the torches inside. Answer her wedding songs with tears.
Mother, come. Wrap my head with wreaths of victory. Dress me up like a bride. Be happy for me. Be happy for my royal wedding. Come, send me off to the bridegroom. And mother, if I give you any resistance in this, if I hold back at all, then drag me there by force. Use force on me, mother. Use force on me, because I swear by Apollo that my marriage to Agamemnon, to that glorious king of the Greeks, will come to an end more bitter than that of Menelaus and of Helen. I will kill him, mother. I will destroy his city, mother, and I will avenge the murders of my father and my brothers. But enough of this lament for now. I will not tell now of the axe that will fall upon my neck or upon the necks of others. Nor will I tell about the matricide that my marriage will cause, or the destruction of the house of Atreus. I will show them that our city is more blessed than any city in Greece, mother. I know. I am in the grips of the divine madness. I know that! I will now move out of this madness for a short while, so that I can tell the story. These Greeks have killed thousands of people. Why? Because of one woman and her unbridled lust, because they wanted Helen back. And their leader, what a wise man their leader is. In his efforts to destroy what he hated, he destroyed what he loved. He killed his own daughter, mother. He sacrificed his little Iphigenia, mother. That leader of theirs has destroyed the joy of his very own house. He has abandoned his love for his children so as to get the love of his brother. And all for the sake of one woman, a woman who had left her husband, not because she was forced to, but because she wanted to. And so they came here, camped by the banks of our river Scamander, not as exiles from their own fortresses, but because of their own free will. And soon after they arrived here, they began dying. God of war Ares saw to that. Ares deprived them of ever seeing their children again, and of being dressed and prepared for the underworld by the hands of their wives. Those Greek men lie here, beneath a foreign soil. And back in Greece, things were just as bad, mother. Women were made widows. They had lost their brave husbands. Many mothers lost their children. Others still died without any children because they saw that raising them would be all in vain. Houses emptied, tombs neglected. There was no one there to make blood offerings to the gods. This is the real prize the Greek army has won. This is the real prize they have truly earned. And now let my muse stay silent about the Greeks, lest it be said that I sing only of disasters. But the Trojans, mother, the greatest glory goes to them, my mother. It is they who have died for their own country. Those who died on the battlefield died on their own land, and their corpses were carried to their tomb by friendly hands. They were buried beneath their own earth, mother, with all due honours given to them by their own folk. The proper folk. And those Trojan men who had survived the battle would be living with their families, their wives and children in their own homes. These are all the joys that the Greeks have never felt. And Hector, you might all think his fate was a bitter one, but listen, this is how things actually are. He has died gloriously, and with the reputation of a very brave man, a reputation that he owes to the Greeks, because had they not turned up, no one would have known about his bravery. Paris took as wife Zeus's very own daughter. Had he not done that, had he married some other woman, who would have heard about him and about his house? But of course, people with any sense at all would avoid war. But if war does come, then glory's deaths are no garlands of shame for a city, though to die shamefully would be a disgrace for it. Mother, don't feel sorry for our city or for my marriage, because through my marriage I shall destroy all those who we both hate.
How you laugh in the face of misfortune, Cassandra. In the face of a misfortune that will destroy your whole house. And how you love to prophesy things that just cannot happen.
I swear, woman, had not Apollo maddened your mind, I'd have you punished severely for sending my generals off on their journey home with such ominous prophecies. Still, it seems that those with intelligence and fame are no better off than those with none, because here we have the great general of all the Greeks, the beloved son of Atreus, falling in love with this mad woman here. Now, our great Agamemnon has chosen her above all the other Trojan women. Now, I might not be as rich as he is, but I would never have chosen her as my mistress, that's for sure. And you, Cassandra, since your mind is not well, I decided to cast all your praises for the Trojans and all your curses for the Greeks to the winds. Let the winds carry them away. But now, pretty by it, you follow me to the ships. My commander's bed awaits, and you too, Hecuba. When Laertes' son Odysseus calls for you, you follow him. Those who've come to Troy say that you'll be the servant of a very wise woman.
And what a great servant you are. A truly excellent servant. Why do they call them heralds, I wonder? All these men that hover about in the service of kings and cities, criers of death. The whole world hates them. You say that my mother will be Penelope's servant. Well, what of Apollo's prophecies then? He has revealed to me that my mother will die here in Troy. I won't go reproaching you about the rest of what you said. Poor Odysseus. He has no idea what's in store for him. The suffering he'll go through will make mine and that of Troy look like pure gold. Luxury. After the 10 years he has spent here, he will spend another 10 full years before he sees his home, and he will arrive there all alone to a welcome that will be a very painful one that will be worthy of many tears. And his journey home will be much delayed by Charybdis, that gruesome beast that dwells in the rocks of a gorge that he must pass through, and by the mountain dweller and eater of human flesh Cyclops, and by the Ligurian Circe who turns men into pigs, and by his ships getting wrecked on the vast and salty sea, and by his lust after the lotus fruit, and by the frightening human voices that the slaughtered cows of Helios will make. A bitter sound for Odysseus' ears. To shorten the narrative, folks, Odysseus will enter Hades, and after he escapes the waters of the wide ocean, he'll arrive home where 1,000,000 eagles will welcome him. But why do I bother singing the catalogue of Odysseus' pains? Come! Hurry up then! Take me as quickly as possible! I shall marry my husband in Hades. Oh, Agamemnon, chief of all the Greeks, how glorious your fame! But your burial will be the burial of evil men, Agamemnon. Evil, since you are evil yourself. The grave dug by night it shall be, not one that sees the daylight. Me, me, Apollo's prophetess. I shall be a corpse, tossed about by the winter waves as they thrash violently about past my groom's grave. A naked corpse, ready for the wild beasts to feed on. Me, the priestess of Apollo. And you, my sacred ribbons. Ribbons that adorn the god I love the most. What of you? Farewell. I am finished with the festivals, with all the celebrations I once loved so much. Go! Fly, my ribbons! Leave me! Leave my body now! I tremble at the thought of giving you up. You leave a body that is pure still. Go! Fly through the spinning winds and go to my prophetic lord Apollo. Where's your generalship? Which way do I go to climb aboard? Come! Come, herald! Do not waste any time searching for a favorable wind to sail your sails. Hurry, because you're taking me with you. Me, and of the 3 spirits of vengeance. Farewell, mother. Oh, no. Don't cry. Oh, dear land, land of my brothers and of my father. All of you are now beneath your own soil. Soon you will receive me too. You will receive a victorious Trojan woman, because I will have destroyed those who have destroyed us, the house of Atridae.
Where are this old woman's guardians?
Who is looking after Hecuba?
You! Can you not see that the poor woman has fallen on the ground?
Not a word from her! Quickly!
Quickly!
Quickly, pick her up! On! What? Will you leave her there on the ground, you terrible women? Come on! Pick the poor old woman up!
No. No, let me stay here. Let me lie here. Unsolicited kindness. It's not kindness at all, my girls. Leave me be. The body knows its proper place. It is here on the ground. Because of what I have suffered, because of what I am suffering, and because of what I am about to suffer, this is its rightful place. Oh gods, I'm calling you. I am calling for your help. Oh gods, what terrible allies you are to me. Still, it is a proper thing to pray to them when we suffer such pain. Let me tell you just how blissful my life was back then, so you may see just how dreadful my present fortune is. I was a princess and was married to a king. We had children, and these were special in the Trojan world. Exceptional. Not the average run-of-the-mill children, but exceptional in every respect. No other woman, no Trojan, no Greek, no barbarian woman can boast to having children like mine. And I alone saw every one of them fall and die by the Greek spear. And I alone have shorn my hair at their tombs. It wasn't by a herald that I had received the news of the death of their father Priam. No, I saw that myself with my own eyes. I was a witness to his slaughter. They murdered him at the altar of our own house. I've witnessed the destruction of our whole city as well. And my daughters, women whom I raised, to be their husbands' pride and joy, all beautiful virgins. They were all taken from me, from my hand, and be made the wives of foreigners. Will I ever see them again? Will they ever see me again? I have no such hopes. And to top it all up, the worst of all, the disasters that I have to endure. I must now be a slave. I, an old gray woman, must go to Greece and do things that least suit my age. What will I be doing? What will Hector's mother be doing? Will I be watching their gates, holding the keys, or working in their kitchens, baking their bread? My shredded body, dressed in shameful shredded clothes, will have the hard ground as its bed. This body, a body that was used to a royal bed, and used to the clothes of a wealthy queen. How much must I suffer because of the marriage of one woman? How much I have suffered, and how much more I must suffer. And you, my child Cassandra, partner of the gods in their frenzy. What dreadful fate will accompany your pure love to the gods? And you, poor darling Pollux, where are you now? Oh, so many sons, so many daughters, all my children, all in vain. None can help now. So why bother lifting me up from this? What do you think I could do? What hope is there for me? Let me be. My poor feet once wandered softly on Troy's earth, but now those days are gone. And now I am a slave. Now, drag me to a pile of stones that I may crash myself upon, and with tears battering my heart, I die there. Think no man happy until his hour of death.
Come, Muse. Come, help me sing this dirge. Help me tell this new story of ill-fated Troy. A story that is full of tears. The Greeks rolled a huge structure built on 4 wheels into the city, and it was that structure which brought about my destruction and my miserable enslavement. An enormous horse made out of mountain pine, chiseled by the sharp adze. A construction whose noise reached the heavens.
Cheeks were plated with gold.
Whose belly was clogged with spears.
They left that horse by the gates of our city, and the folk saw it from above the walls and shouted with glee, "Come, people, come and see! Our troubles are no longer. Come, roll this holy statue to the temple of Athena, the child of Zeus." So all the folk came out of their homes, young girls and old men alike, and with joy and song they pulled the devious destroyer of Dardanus' land inside the walls. All of them. All the Trojans rushed out to the gates to make this evil offering to the virgin goddess who rides the immortal horse. They ran out, the ambushing statue, spun, plaited ropes around it as if it were the black hull of a ship, and brought it to rest at the stony temple on the holy ground of the goddess. That gift was fatal to Troy. And so the dancing and the singing went on all day, until the day ended and the black night began. But the sounds of a Libyan flute and Trojan voices continued, still in happy song, and the feet of the Trojan virgin still dancing with joy. The bright moonlight flickered wide across the city, and inside every home it made the happy eyes heavy enough for sleep. And it was then, the very moment when I was singing and dancing in the temple of Zeus' daughter Artemis, the goddess of the hills, when the sound of murderous terror spun wildly through all the Trojan homes. Babies threw their frightened little arms around their loving mother's skirts. Ares, the god of war, emerged from his ambush, from Athena's dire work. At every altar, in every Trojan home, the blood splashed. The unfortunate find sweet solace in tears, in wailing, and in the singing of dirges.
Hecuba, Hector's mother, the mother of a man who has killed many Greeks. Do you see all this?
I see, my child. I see that this is the work of the gods who want to show us that they can exalt things that mortals think are nothing, and that they can tear down things that the mortals praise.
Look here, Hecuba. Look at me and look at my son. My son and I are carried away like nothing more than spoils of war. The nobly born are turned into slaves. Fate has changed everything so much.
Fate is a mighty force, Andromache. Only a few minutes ago, the Greeks have taken my Cassandra away.
Poor soul. It seems another Ajax has suddenly appeared to rob you of your daughter. Then you have more troubles to deal with.
Troubles indeed. Endless troubles. No way to measure them, no way to count them. Troubles competing with other...
Hecuba, your daughter Polyxena is dead. The Greeks have slaughtered her on Achilles' tomb, offered her life as a gift to his lifeless corpse.
My darling girl, my poor daughter, my Polyxena. Talthybius told me this earlier. His words were mysteriously phrased, but true.
I saw her there, on Achilles' tomb with my own eyes. down off this cart and put a cloak over her corpse. Then I stayed there and lamented her loss with my tears.
Unholy, sinful death! Oh, my darling daughter, how despicable your slaughter!
Despicable or not, Polixena died, but she is still luckier than me.
Don't say that, my child. Being dead is not the same as being alive. Being dead is to have nothing. Being alive is to have hope.
Come, mother, mother of many children, listen to some wise words. Listen, and they will cheer your heart. To be dead and to be unborn, it is the same thing. But if the choice is between a miserable life, mother, if it is between a miserable life and death, death is preferable. Because the dead feel no misery. They know nothing of grief. Whereas for the living mortals, if a happy woman falls into misery, she must deal with the memory of the joy she previously enjoyed. Her soul seeks the joys of the past. So, it is the same with Polixena now. She has died, so it is just the same with her as if she were never born. As if she has never seen the light of day. She knows nothing now of her misfortune. I, on the other hand, mother, I have seen and known joy. I've always dreamt of achieving a good name, and there I hit the mark. I had tasted joy. But now, mother, now my fate has turned and I've fallen into misfortune. In Hector's house, I had been a good example of a virtuous woman, behaving in every way like a modest, virtuous woman should behave. Whatever it is that people would expect from a married woman, I did. I stayed inside the house because I know that the gossiping tongues chatter idly against a woman who ventures outside her home. I had put aside all such desire. Nor did I let those women with the subtle gossip enter my home to tell me about the world outside. Simply listened to my own mind. It's a good mind. It's a good enough teacher for me. As for my own tongue, I kept it quiet. And I've kept a lowered eye before my husband because I knew well when I should win an argument, when I should give him the victory of it. It was that fame of this virtue that spread throughout the Greek camp and which destroyed me, because the moment they captured me, Achilles' son wanted to make me his wife. So, I'll be the servant in a murderer's house. If then I were to put Hector out of my mind and put my new husband in my heart, I would be disloyal to the man who died. Yet if I show my revulsion towards my new husband, my master, I'll be hated by him. They say that one night in a man's bed erases all revulsion towards him. No. I think no woman is worse than the woman who, having lost her husband, puts all memory of him aside and turns to love the bed of another. Not even a little pony, a mare, an animal with no speech or reason, a beast whose nature is much inferior to ours. Not even a young mare would feel happy after losing her partner, and she will find it difficult to put her head through the yoke again. Oh, Hector, my beloved Hector, you were enough for me. Strong mind, strong heart, a wealthy house. I was an innocent girl when you took me from my father's house, and you were the first to unite with me in my maiden bed. But now, my Hector, now you are dead, and I am now a captive and taken aboard a ship to Greece to work the yoke of slavery. Oh, Hecuba, is Polyxena's death for which you've spilled so many tears, a more miserable fate than mine? Because for me, Mother, for me, even hope, the thing which every other human being has, even hope, has escaped me. Nor do I allow hope to deceive me. I know full well that I've no hope of ever seeing better days, though even such deceptions can be pleasant.
Your misfortune, Andromache, is similar to mine. And as you speak of your own fate, you speak of mine at the same time.
I know little of ships and sailors. So far, I've only seen pictures of them and heard a bit about them, but I've yet to step onto a ship's deck. They say that when sailors are faced with some storm, one that's not too violent, they try to save their lives by working quickly and eagerly. One of them works the tiller, others work the sails, and yet others try to bail the water from the deck. That's when the storm is not too violent. But if it is violent, if the waves of the storm swell and clash and overpower them, they let fate do her work and abandon the ship to the waves. And that's what I feel now. The endless misery that the gods have crashed upon me overpowered my tongue, and I cannot speak. The gods have sent too great a torrent of misery upon me. So stop, my darling girl. Stop talking of Hector and his fate now. Your tears cannot save him. Now, you must respect your present master and show him your wonderful nature. Win his heart, and if you can do this, you'll bring joy to many friends and raise this child of my child, to be a man and the greatest supporter of Troy. And then in time, more sons from your lineage may raise our Troy to become a city again. Oh. But one concern leads to another. Who is this Greek herald coming towards us? I wonder what new decisions he brings us.
Andromache, I have bad news for you. News that I will give you against my wishes, so don't hate me. These announcements are made by both the Greeks and the sons of Pelops.
How ominous your words, Talthybius. Speak.
Well, it concerns this child, Andromache. What words? What words must I use?
This child will be separated from me? Will he be given to another master?
No Greek will ever be his master.
What, have you decided to leave him behind? Here as a relic to the Troy that was?
Andromache, I don't know how to break this awful news to you. I don't know how to do this gently.
Show a good heart to try and soften the blow of bad news.
The news is terrible, and I must tell it, Andromache. The Greeks will kill your son!
I have never heard news more painful than this.
It was Odysseus' decisions, voted in favor by the rest of the assembly.
Will my pains never end? Will the disasters never stop? One dreadful misfortune upon another.
Odysseus has told the assembly that they should not let the son of a Trojan noble grow into a man.
Would any of them be just as convincing if it concerned their own son?
He's convinced them to have the child thrown from the Trojan towers. Now let that happen, Andromache. You would be doing the wiser thing. Bear this misfortune with the noble courage you have. Don't insist on holding that boy. You're weak, Andromache, and powerless. There's no one here to defend you. Think carefully of this woman. Both your city and your husband and your life are in the hands of others. Now, how can a single woman possibly hope to fight against the Greek army? Now, think of that, Andromache. Don't fight against it. Nothing shameful or outrageous. Throw no curses at the Greeks. I wouldn't tolerate that. The moment you say anything against us, neither you nor your child will find any understanding from anyone. Stay silent and receive your plight wisely, and your son will not be left unburied. You two women will be received by the Greeks more favorably.
Oh, my sweet child, my darling son, our enemies will murder you. You will leave your mother all alone. You will be killed because you are a noble and the son of a noble. A noble and brave man who has saved many, but who cannot save you. Disastrous marriage, dreadful wedding. You've brought me here to Hector's palace, not so that I'd bear a child that would become the sacrificial victim of the Greeks, but who would rule over all the people of Asia. Ryan, my darling, you understand the awful fate that awaits you. Your sweet little arms hug me. They hold tightly at my dress like a little bird trying to bury itself in its mother's wings. Hector, your glorious father will not emerge from below the earth with his spear to save you. Neither will any of his family, nor any of from Troy's mighty army. No, my darling, you will be thrown mercilessly from a high cliff. Your neck will break, and there you will let out your last breath. Young, sweet child, the sweetest burden a mother can have, dear child. Oh, sweet fragrance of your baby flesh. It was all for nothing then. It was in vain that my breast suckled you while you were in your baby clothes. All my work, all my pain, all my concern about you, it was all for nothing. Come, darling. Come now, hug your mother tightly. For the very last time. Come, put your little arms around me. Kiss your mother on the lips, darling. You barbarians, you Greeks, the evil things you do. What has this child ever done to you? Why kill an innocent little boy? Oh, Helen, product of Tyndareus' lineage. Zeus was not your father. No, I say you're the daughter of many men Your first father was bloodshed, and your next father was hate. Then came murder, and that lot was followed by every monstrous grief and pain that breeds upon this earth. You, the child of Zeus, never. A murderer of so many Greeks and Trojans alike, never. May the gods destroy you, you and your sweet eyes that brought destruction to the beautiful land of the Trojans. Well then, come, evil Greeks, and take him. Take my child and throw him over the wall if that is what you want. Come, take him and kill him. Gorge yourself upon his young flesh. How can I save him when the gods have destroyed us? Come, hide my miserable body. Toss it in the bowels of some ship. What a splendid wedding I am headed to. Now I've lost my child.
Oh, unfortunate Troy. The deaths are endless, and all for the sake of one woman and a hideous bed.
Come, my son. Leave your poor mother's arms now. Come with me. We have to go to the crowning peak of your father's towers, where you must leave your last breath. It's an order. Take him! Such cruel messages ought to be delivered by a harsher herald. I have not the heart for them.
Oh. No. No. My son. Son of my ill-fated son, it's unfair. These evil men have torn away your life from me and from your mother, my little boy. How can I endure this? How can I help you, my poor boy, unfortunate boy? Our only help to you is to beat our breasts and our head. That's the only power left in us. Oh, my poor city. My poor Troy. Miserable luck to you and to us both. What's left for us? What misery is still to fall upon us to make the destruction complete?
Oh, Telamon, king of Salamis, the island home of bees, an island washed endlessly by the crashing waves.
An island near the sacred rocks of Athena's temple,
where she first revealed to the world the sacred sapling of the green olive.
Heavenly garland for her and a gem for her dazzling city, Athens.
It was you who came here, Telamon, here in Troy. A long time ago, you had come here with Heracles, Alcmene's son. Heracles, the master of the bow and arrow. He came all the way from Greece to sack our city, to raze our Troy to the ground. Cheated of his lovely steeds, Heracles set off with the finest flower of Greek men. And when he reached the banks of Simois with its sparkling streams, he put down his sea-going oars, tied ropes to his sterns, and stepped upon the land with his precise arrows, all ready to murder Laomedon. And so Heracles blasted all of Apollo's work, all the stonework built well by Apollo's master builders, all of it. Heracles blasted with the roaring breath of fire and devastated the Trojan land. And so it happened twice Twice the slaughtering spear of the Greeks has destroyed our Dardanian walls. Spear and fire. It was all for nothing then, Laomedon. All for nothing. That you ran gracefully about in Zeus' halls, topping his golden wine cups. A most virtuous occupation indeed. For the sake of your city. Look about you now, Laomedon. What do you see? The land of your birthplace is burning. Listen, hear that, Laomedon? Hear that groan? It is the groan of the sea. Her beaches groan with agony.
Like birds calling for their young.
Or for their partners,
Their children.
their elderly mothers.
Gone are your splendid bathhouses, the race course you used to race your horses on. And as you, Laomedon, carry that beautiful young smile of tranquility around the throne of Zeus, here, the whole of Priam's land has been wiped out by the Greek spear. Oh, Eros, Eros, son of Zeus! You came once to the halls of our King Dardanus to accomplish the will of the heavens. You've come and you've raised Troy's towers high, high into the heart of the heavens. But no, I won't talk of Zeus' shameful deed. But then, what of Dawn? Dawn with her white wings, the goddess whose splendid light is loved by all mortals. She saw the devastation of our land. She watched the ruin of our city, Pergamon's city. She sat there and watched it being destroyed, even though it was this city that has given her a husband for her bridal chamber. A husband she once snatched from these parts and carried him away in a cart of sparkling golden stars. What joy, what a high hope was that for our city. Alas,
Alas,
no more,
no more.
no more, gone! The gods no longer love our Troy.
What a glorious day this is! Soon I will be holding in these arms my wife Helen. I am Menelaus, and I, as well as all the Greeks, have suffered a great deal. I have come to Troy not, as many think, merely because of a woman, but because I wanted to punish the man who treated my hospitality with contempt. The man who deceived me and stole my wife from within my own palace halls. That man now, that man and his country have been punished. The Greek spear saw to that. And now I have come for her. I get no pleasure uttering her name for that Spartan woman. That woman who, I admit, once was my wife. She's here in these huts, among all the other Trojan women prisoners. The soldiers who lost so much fighting on her account have left it to me to either kill her here, or if I want, to bring her back to Greece alive. I've decided not to kill her here in Troy, but to bring her back aboard our ships to Greece and kill her there. That those Greeks in Greece, those who have lost loved ones in this war, see and feel some justice. Right, men, go to the huts and drag the murderous bitch by the hair. Bring her here, and when the winds are favorable, I'll take her back to Greece.
Oh, Lord Zeus, pillar of the earth upon which you have your throne, who you are and what you are is impossible for mortals to fathom. Hear my prayer, Lord, whether you are a human thought or a natural law.
What?
Days are silent, Zeus. Yet you drive all human affairs toward justice.
What do you mean by this silly prayer?
I praise you, Menelaus, for wanting to kill your wife. But let not her eyes fall upon yours, or she will tempt your passion again. Her eyes enslave the eyes of all men, enslave their cities and set their houses on fire. Her magic spells are mighty. You and I and everyone else who has suffered know her eyes very well.
This is a dreadful start, Menelaus, a frightening start. Your thugs have dragged me here in front of these huts against my will. Yes, I know you hate me. I have no doubt about that. But will you at least let me know if you or the rest of the Greeks have made any decisions about my future yet?
No major discussions took place about you. The army has decided that because it was me you hurt, I should have the power to kill you.
To kill me? Would I by any chance be allowed to make my case against this decision? To try at least and show that such a punishment would be unjust?
No. I am not here to argue with you, Helen, but to kill you.
Oh, let her speak, Menelaus. Let her not die without doing this, but let me be the one who'll put her the other side of the argument, because you yourself know nothing of the true measure of Troy's suffering. Let me speak, and I can assure you, my story will result in her death. Fear not, she will not escape her punishment.
A waste of time. But let her speak, if she wants. I give her my permission, not because she asked for it, but because you, Hecuba, because you have asked for it. Let that be made clear.
Well, in any case, since you see me as your enemy, you won't be responding to my arguments, even if they are just. So all I can do is argue against the accusations I think you'll be making against me. First of all, you should direct your accusations at her. It was she, Hecuba, who gave birth to Paris, and it was then when our troubles began. The destruction of Troy, and of my own, came about because of Priam, her husband, who should have killed Paris. He should have done that when Paris was a baby. That baby visited her in her dream when she was pregnant with him as a blazing torch. But listen to what followed his birth, the birth of Paris. It was this man who judged the three goddesses in a beauty contest. Pallas Athena bribed him by promising him that he would head the Trojan army against Greece and destroy her utterly. Hera's promise, on the other hand, was that if he gave her the prize, he would be made ruler of all Asia and Europe. But Aphrodite, who knew and admired my beauty, told him that her prize to him, if he declared her the most beautiful of the three goddesses, would be me. So now listen to what happened after that. Aphrodite, of course, won the contest, and that victory brought about my relationship with Paris, a relationship, Menelaus, that proved to be of benefit to Greece. How? Because the Greeks are not ruled by barbarians, which would have happened if Paris had chosen one of the other two goddesses. You were neither beaten by a foreign army, nor were you ruled by a foreign king. Greece benefited from my misfortune. Greece has gained happiness whilst I gained misery. Because of my beauty, I was sold. And instead of crowning my head with garlands, the Greeks now treat me with disdain. Of course, I know you'll now tell me that all this doesn't explain my sliding out of your house secretly. The explanation is that Paris came to Sparta with an ally who was not at all insignificant. The goddess Aphrodite herself was with him, and so, call him Paris or call him Alexandros, it was he who has destroyed this land. And it was you, you despicable man, you who let Paris into our palace and left him here while you went off to Crete. Never mind. As for what happened afterwards, it's not to you I'll direct my questions, but to me. What got over me? What on earth made me leave my country and my home to follow him here? Well, if you must punish anyone, Menelaus, then punish Zeus. Come, are you strong enough to do that? Punish that god, because even though he rules all the other gods, he is Aphrodite's little slave. Go on. Punish him and pardon me. This is where you could make some wise comments. You could say that since Paris was killed and hurled into the underworld and my god-driven marriage dissolved, I should have left my marriage home and come to the Greek ships. But that's exactly what I wanted to do. Ask the guards of the walls and the watchmen at the towers. They will be my witness. They will tell you that they've caught me often enough using ropes, trying to sneak down from the battlements of the city, but my second husband, Deiphobus, would always catch me and drag me back into his house, even against the will of the rest of the Trojans. Well then, my husband, after all my efforts to come to you, should you not be giving me an award for bravery instead of killing me? Another man has taken me into his home and made me his slave. Would not the award, rather than the death, be more just? Who can argue against the will of the gods? And if that's what you want to do, then someone better tell you quickly how stupid that would be.
Come now, my queen, defend your children and your country.
Her speech was strong, persuasive, forceful, and eloquent.
You must destroy it because she is guilty of something dreadful.
First, let me represent the goddesses and, at the same time, prove that this woman is a liar. There's no way that Hera and the Virgin Athena would have lost their minds to such an extent that the first one would sell Greece to the barbarians, and the second would subjugate the Athenians to the Trojans. Nor have they ever gone to Ida to engage in some silly beauty contest. Why would they want to do that? Why would Hera suddenly be overcome by such a silly desire to boast about her beauty? Was she after another husband? Someone stronger than Zeus, perhaps? I wonder who that could be. There is none, Helen. There's no one more powerful than Zeus. And Athena? What was that goddess after? Marriage with one of the gods? She has run away from the marriage bed by asking her father to grant her eternal virginity. No, Helen, it won't work. You're trying to make the goddesses look stupid by dressing them up with your own flaws. This will not persuade anyone with a bit of sense. And then you say that Aphrodite went along with my son to Menelaus' house. How ridiculous that is. Laughable. Why would she want to come down all the way from the heavens to do that? Why would she bother? Why couldn't she just simply stay up there and from her throne pick you up, you and everyone else in the city of Amyclae, for that matter, and just quietly drop you here in Troy? The truth is, Helen, that my son Paris was a formidably handsome man. You took one look at him, and your head spun with Aphrodite's lust. That's the reason why mortals call all their mindless acts Aphrodite. She has the right name, that one. The first half of it means foam head. You saw my Paris in his splendid, exotic, glittering golden clothes, and you went right out of your head. You thought Greece was far too meager in her wealth for you, so you decided to leave Sparta, come over here where the gold is overflowing, and then completely take over the place with your reckless love for luxury. Menelaus' palace didn't quite meet the needs of your lavish debauchery, Helen. All right, be that as it may, but you also say that Paris took you away by force, kidnapped you. Did you scream for help at all? Did any other woman hear you? And this was before your brothers, Castor and Polydeuces, went up to the heavens to be among the stars. They were still alive then. Why didn't they hear your cries? And so, then you came racing over here, the Greeks following right behind you. And then the war started in all its deadly fury, and whenever you got news that Menelaus was winning, you'd sing his praises everywhere. What do you think that did to my son? He was tormented by those praises of yours. He felt that he had to fight some awesome rival for your bed. But then, when the news declared that the Trojans were winning, well, then it was as if Menelaus didn't exist. Your morals, Helen, followed the wind rather than virtue. You also claim to have tried escaping Troy by lowering yourself over the walls with ropes because you said you were kept here against your will. Well, tell me then, Helen, has anyone ever caught you tying a noose around your neck? Or sharpening a knife? Now, that's what a brave woman would have done if she really loved her first husband. Not only that, but how many times have I personally advised you to leave? Come, daughter, I'd say to you, come leave this place. My son will find another wife. Let me take you secretly to the Greek ships. That will put an end to the war, a war that's killing both Greeks and Trojans alike. But of course, you didn't like that advice and never followed it. No, because while you were in Paris' home, you could do as you pleased. As well, you loved all the attention that our barbarian servants lavished upon you. That was a big thing in your eyes, all those servants milling about you. And now look at you. Look at your rich clothes. You've dressed yourself up in this exquisite finery to come out here and to share with your husband the same sky. Vulgar woman, you should be spat upon. You should have come out here dressed in humble old clothes, shaking with dread and with your head shorn, humiliated because of the evil deeds you've perpetrated. You should be behaving with some modesty and not such crass haughtiness. And so, Menelaus, listen to the last words of my speech. They are directed at you. Kill her. It will be a crown of glory for Greece. She deserves death. And her death will also be a precedent for all those other women who betray their husband. Make it law. Death to all the disloyal women.
Menelaus, do justice to your ancestors and to your house. Punish Helen in a way that will show your nobility in the eyes of your enemies. It will also scotch the rumor, a rumor that's running rampant among the Greeks, that you are too much like a woman.
Now then, our words concur. Helen fled my house of her own volition and jumped into the bed of a stranger. Aphrodite had nothing to do with it. Helen introduced the goddess into her tale merely to boast. Go now, Helen. Go to the men who will stone you to death. It will be a swift death. A swift recompense for all the drawn-out evils you've inflicted upon the Greeks. That will teach you to defile my name.
No, Menelaus! I beg you by your knees, I beg you! Don't kill me for something that was caused by the gods! Forgive me!
Don't listen to her, Menelaus. Don't betray all those battle mates of yours who were killed for her sake. I beg you on their behalf and on behalf of my sons!
That's enough, old woman! I don't care at all what happens to her. Men, Send her to the boats. We'll send her off to Sparta.
In that case, Menelaus, don't let her get aboard the ships. Don't let her get aboard the same ship as yours.
Why is that? Has she gained that much weight?
No, but there's no lover who doesn't love his lover forever.
Perhaps, but it depends upon the heart of the loved one. In any case, I shall do as you say. I won't put her on board the same vessel as me. You're quite right about that. Once we get to Greece, one way or another, she will serve justice and she will die. Her death will teach the other women to be sensible. I admit that will be a difficult thing to achieve, but nevertheless, her execution will frighten the foolish women and the worst of the shameless sluts.
Well then, Zeus, this is your work. You have surrendered your Trojan temple to the Greeks.
And its altar and the lush fragrance of all the burnt offerings upon it.
And the sacred ethereal flame of the burning myrrh.
And the holy citadel of Pergamon.
And the ivy-growing valleys of Ida, nourished by the rolling waters of the melting snow rushing down from her peaks.
Ida's peaks, the first to catch the light of the sun god, Earth's most sacred boundary. Well then, Zeus, your sacrifices are gone.
And the joyful songs of your dancers.
And all the night-long vigils for all the gods.
And all the statues wrought in gold.
And the 12 sacred Trojan cakes of the full moon.
Well then, Zeus, I want to know if you thought about all this, Lord. Sitting as you are on your heavenly throne in the sky. Can you see my city now? It's a city destroyed by the spear and by the blazing fire.
Oh, my dear husband, your soul is wandering all about. Your corpse is left unburied, deprived of the burial bath. The ship will carry me over the sea and rush me to the house, the horses, loving land of Greece. There where the stone walls built by the Cyclops reach the sky, and where the children are gathered about the gates, their eyes filled with tears as they groan and weep and sadly mumble, "Mother, Mother." Oh, the Greeks are taking me, all alone. They're taking me down to their black ships. And with oars, out of the water they will deliver me, either to holy Salamis or to the high peak of the isthmus, with its twin path, where the gates lead to the land of Pelops.
Oh, may the gods burn!
Burn!
Burn! Ship! Oh, Zeus! Burn Menelaus' ship with a dreadful holy lightning bolt! Burn it!
Burn it!
Burn it!
Just as it sails through the Aegean.
Burn it, Zeus! As it takes me from my Trojan home, with my eyes flooded with tears. They are taking me into exile as a slave in Greece.
Your daughter Zeus, Helen, will hold a golden mirror.
A golden mirror. What a delightful toy that is for little girls.
I hope she never reaches her father's home in Sparta.
Oh, Menelaus, I hope he never gets to the city of Patana, nor return to the temple of Athena of the Golden Gates. Menelaus, husband of the most shameful woman in Greece, Helen, who brought great grief and destruction to the streams of Samois.
Oh. Oh.
Despicable sight.
Despicable fortune.
One disaster falling upon another. Oh, look! Look here, you poor Trojan wives! Look upon the corpse of Astyanax!
Murdered by the Greeks!
They've hurled him down from the tower.
Here they are, Hecuba. The women are bringing you some of Troy's spoils. Here are the adornments for the boy's corpse. Oh, child, how you've touched my heart. How you've touched my heart, dear child. Astyanax!
Dianax.
Lord of the city!
Lord of the city.
Lord by name, and Lord you once were in my eyes.
Here, little lord. This is the fine cloak you'd be wearing on your wedding day. Marrying the most virtuous princess in Asia. Here, I'm wrapping your body with it now. And you, noble shield, you who my son Hector loved so much. You were once the glorious mother of 1,000,000 victories. Except now, this garland from my hands. You will enter the underworld with my little boy. But you will not die. Oh, it is so much greater a deed to honor you than to honor the spears of that sly and murderous Odysseus.
Oh, oh, my child. What a bitter grief the dark earth will receive, sweet child.
Cry, mother, cry.
Oh, my lost little boy!
Cry, mother, cry, the dirge of the dead.
My boy! My poor little boy!
Poor old woman.
Unbearable grief!
Grief that will stay with you.
Forever. Beat your heads, Trojan women. Beat your breasts, Trojan girls. Beat your heads, Trojan women. Beat your breasts, Trojan girls.
Dear friends, dear friends.
What is it, Hecuba? You are whispering.
What are you thinking, Hecuba?
Tell us, Hecuba, we are your dearest friends.
We are with you. We are with you.
We are with you.
Oh, poor child. Your poor unfortunate mother.
Poor Andromache. All her big dreams about you have turned into ashes.
So blessed when you were born, my child.
A prince. A blessed prince so horribly murdered. Look! There! Who are these men up there, up on the roofs of Troy's houses?
They are waving lighted torches about.
A new disaster is falling upon Troy.
You captains! You've been ordered to burn Priam City. Don't just stand there with the torches idle in your hands. Throw them about. Burn the place! The quicker you burn this place, the quicker we can set sail for our happy homes. Now as for you, daughters of Troy, let me say 2 things for you. You be ready, so that when the captains sound their trumpet, you can rush over to the ships and leave this place. And you poor old wretch, you follow me. Odysseus has sent these men here to take you to him. Luck of the draw, old woman. You'll be his slave in his country.
This, then, is the final pain. This is the crown of my misery. They're burning my city, and they're taking me far away from my land. Come, old feet. Move a little faster then. But hold on a little. Let me say goodbye to Troy. Troy, my Troy. So glorious in your days, so glorious among the barbarians. Soon, the glory of your name will be forgotten. They've made ashes out of you, and slaves out of us, slaves who'll serve masters in other lands.
Of course he can, Hecuba. Of course, he sees it all, but our great city, our great Troy is gone. Our Troy no longer exists.
Oh, Troy no longer exists.
Look there, look there. All the houses and all the city's towers are ablaze.
Just like smoke billowing upon the wind, our city falls apart.
Destroyed by our enemy's spear.
And by the fierce force of fire.
Land, palaces, and men.
All have fallen.
My land, nurse of my children.
My land.
Nurse of my children.
Oh, my children. This is your mother's voice. Do you not know it?
Your sad voice is calling the dead, Hecuba.
The dead. I bend my aged legs and fall upon my knees, and I beat the earth. The dead.
And I, too, beat the earth with my hands and call out to my husband beneath the soil. Husband!
They are taking us away.
These are the voices of grief.
They are taking us to be slaves.
In another land.
Priam, my poor husband, you are gone. My dear husband. No grave for you, Priam. No friend beside you either. No, if only you knew of my misery.
A black death has covered his eyes.
The holy man.
Butchered by the unholy.
All the temples of the gods. All my beloved city.
Ruined
by the murderous fire and the spear.
Beloved Troy! Soon you will crash down upon our beloved earth and lose your glory.
Just like smoke, the dust will raise to the sky, and I will lose sight of my home.
Our city's name will be gone. Every single thing vanishes in its own way. There will be no Troy for us anymore. Oh! Did you hear that?
Yes. All the towers are falling.
The whole earth is trembling. The whole city. Oh, help me. I'm shaking. I cannot walk. Help me, my friends. Help me walk. Come, my friends.